Good afternoon. My name is Adriana and I'm here today with Cezary and Nikos, and we will be talking about climate change and pollution. We are going to look into ways of reducing plastic use in our daily lives. And even though big changes need to come from large corporations and governments, we as a society can also take steps into living more eco-friendly.
Yeah, that's correct, I agree. A lot of times it's much easier than we might think. It's definitely worth discussing about this because a lot of people, including me in the past, thought that in order to live sustainably we have to spend a lot of money, but it's not true at all.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So what would you recommend would be some easy changes for someone who's only starting out with this kind of lifestyle?
A good starting point would be to start using a reusable cup or bottle for whenever you buy a beverage from a to-go coffee shop. A reusable straw is also a very good alternative whenever you find yourself in a cinema or in a bar. Additionally, you could also ask your waiter not to put a straw in your drink, avoiding that way unnecessary plastic.
And what about plastic bags? They're almost everywhere. How can we avoid them?
I would recommend to always remember to bring a reusable bag with you when you're going shopping. You can also use another type of reusable bags for your fruits and vegetables instead of using a plastic one. They are becoming more and more accessible and actually you can now buy them in most of the shops, which is really great. And of course, at first we do need to invest into purchasing them. However, they will last us for years and they will save the planet at least a couple hundred plastic bags a year, which is a great success already.
Yeah, it's definitely worth looking into it.
Right now, we are going to connect with our reporter Nick, who is going to tell us a little bit more about climate change and pollution.
Hi, I am standing on one of the busiest roads in New York City right now. The traffic here is never ending, and the emissions of air pollutants are extremely high. Did you know that means of transport are responsible for almost 29% of greenhouse gas emissions in the atmosphere? If we reduce the usage of cars and instead opted for public transport, it would not only result in less traffic jams, but it would also be a major step in favor of our environment. Of course, that is not always possible. However, being mindful of this aspect and choosing to move around by public transport when possible would already have a positive effect on the amount of CO2 released into the atmosphere. People can also help by driving less. If you have to get out of the house, combine trips for efficiency. Walk, bike, carpool, or even use public transportation if you can. Reporting live from New York City, back to you, Adriana.
And we're back in the studio. Thank you, Nick. On an end note, let's remember that even small changes are important. And quoting Anne-Marie Bonneau, we don't need a handful of people doing zero waste perfectly, but we need millions of people doing it imperfectly. Let's start with small steps. And the subject is very vast, and unfortunately, we don't have time to cover all the details right now, but please do the research on your own and see what else can you do to help our planet for well-being of yourself and future generations. See you soon. For more information, visit our website www.RECKEEN.com. Thank you for your attention.
RECKEEN. Keen on record.